Hello and welcome to the Media Design Master of Fine Arts thesis presentation of the Going Green rebranding campaign for the Weather Channel. The purpose of this rebranding campaign is to communicate that the Weather Channel is going green and contains an updated logo, advertising and marketing materials, a product line, a new voice for marketing and advertising, and a website, mobile, and tablet device redesign and reorganization, which will include an instructional or educational section for going green information and tips for consumers. This campaign modernizes and puts a fresh perspective on an expert company for the purpose of expanding the target demographics. Peaks in audience viewership happens when there is severe weather and tapers off when the weather is behaving normally. However, this campaign adds a new program that will give consumers a reason to visit the website and other products regardless of what is happening outside. And it is because the campaign will motivate the audience to think about the weather in the future and how they can impact it, and also how the weather is itself a resource that can be used to go green by harnessing the power of the wind, rain, and sun. With the style guide, the images and textures used in the campaign are fresh, green, natural, bright, and incorporate images of the nature and weather. The Weather Channel has been a trusted weather, news, and information media authority for over 30 years, so it's important for brand loyalty that we don't change too much and it's still recognizable. This campaign will strive to maintain the Weather Channel blue in the color palette so as not to introduce a completely new image, but to merge the old with the new idea of going green. The final logo shows a leaf to represent going green, merging with a water droplet, which illustrates the weather and how the weather is green. The tagline, "The weather has always been green," is used throughout the campaign as a reminder that people have introduced waste into the earth, but Mother Nature and the weather have been green since the beginning of time. The current Weather Channel website is unorganized, busy, and packed with information, and I've proposed a website that is more streamlined and organized with only the most relevant information for consumers. The introduction of the Going Green Resources section will eliminate the need for the pages with minimal information, and internal resources can be focused on expanding this green educational section where consumers will learn to trust that they will find green information from a trusted weather authority. Advertisements are designed to be minimal in text, with the main image of nature or the weather as the main focus. This shows the weather as a personified body that is sending messages directly to the viewers. Calls to action will be delivered from the point of view of the weather, sending messages that the weather has always been green, urging users to go outside and be green, and telling them that the weather has been green since the beginning of time. The advertisement's an entire voice for the campaign personifies the weather, sends direct messages to consumers, kind of taunting or strongly reminding that waste on our planet and the destruction of natural resources is a direct result of our behavior, and the weather is a model that we can all follow to be green. In the infographic designs for the Weather Channel, I chose to keep the designs in the same color palette as the rest of the campaign for consistency. I wanted to be able to provide both textual and graphic information in creative ways, but I also created my designs to be as symmetrical or organized as possible so that the design didn't look messy or confusing. The color palette is represented in the form of weather and nature elements, as raindrops for the blues and leaves for the greens. The Weather Channel's website is already very popular, and the addition of this campaign will raise the visitor count even more. The website is recognized as a leader in the industry as it is consistently rated in the top 5 for news, entertainment, and information websites by Media Metrics. This campaign's goal for the Weather Channel website is to enhance it visually and from a design standpoint, make it more organized, make it cleaner, introduce the rebrand look, and then add the green educational section. Advertisements will run as full 2-page spreads in magazines. They could also be used as video advertisements for television commercials. Another idea is to have them as landing pages to enter the website, and the photography could change with each season. Fonts are easy to read, instructional or educational, and authoritative, and there is also a playful font for taglines and messages. In conclusion, it is relevant for the Weather Channel to go green as a company and teach about going green because the weather itself has always been green, and it is the perfect time to build a campaign to provide green resources through the use of enhanced media and technology that will reach a younger demographic and a new target niche market.